Good afternoon everybody, it's Evie here. I just thought I'd show you how to do a nice big chopping board, serving board, into a beach design today. Finally got my iPad back. I've been waiting for it for so long to get fixed properly. They've had to redo it again. So I've got so many videos to put up, but I just thought I'd share this one with you today. So the first thing you can see that I've done is I've taped off my huge board. I don't know if you can see it all, it's really big, on the front and on the back to protect it. I want to put resin up on the handle, and I always like to do a little diagonal piece down on the bottom as well, because I think it balances it up nicely. So the resin of choice today is EPARENCY, and it's the fast curing ultra clear premium epoxy resin. It is FDA approved, Australian made, owned and produced. It's FDA approved. Oh yes, it's food safe as well. So there's so many benefits to the brands of resin that I've used. I've tried so many, and you know, it gets too expensive if you've got stuff that doesn't work. So I tend to use platinum or EPARENCY in my brands of choice. Anyway, so, and the colorants I'm using are all from LéRez Expressions, which will be listed below, and you can just see how I go. So what I'm going to do is I've got some sand that I got from Bicheno Beach in here, and I've got and this one is the shells. I've got some seashells in here, and I've added a little bit of rainbow very fine glitter here, just to give it a sparkle. Okay, you can see that one. And then the sand is from Bicheno Beach. It's a lovely pale sand, and I've added to that one some diamond dust silver, just to give the sand a bit of a sparkle. I'll mix that one up. My colours are, the darkest colour I'm using today is Cosmic Blue, which is a mica powder, and into that I'm adding Lapis Lazuli pigment drops, about 5, and I've added that into the resin there. And the next colour I'm using is Iridescent Jade. It's also another mica powder. That's this one here. It's a beautiful colour. It's just a new one I've been given to try. And then to do the waves, I'm going to be using, where is the front? Oh, I think oh no, there we are. Angel White, which is a paste. You don't need very much. A little bit goes a very long way. So I've mixed that up now so it can start to thicken. Okay, I'll pop that over there. So I'll just get my gloves on and we'll begin. Hope everyone's safe and well and happy. Today, I think it's the 9th of December 2021. So it's been a big year for everybody, hasn't it? So next year will be good. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying yourselves and getting ready, hopefully able to see some family and friends at Christmas time. Yes, so this is my dark blue mixture. I'm just going to add a little bit. Well, can you see this? I'm going to put it up through the handle, around the top area here. and a little bit, gosh, such a big tray, isn't it? And a little bit down here at the very bottom. I do scrape up any bits that have dropped in case I just need a little sprinkle elsewhere. I tend to just use baking paper underneath because it doesn't stick to it, and I can peel it off and reuse the baking paper. Also, I like to use the dollops that fall off, and I put them into other paintings. All right, so we've got the dark colour. That's the depth of the sea. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the sand in, which comes to the front of the sea with the sparkle I've added. So place it along there. A little bit up here too. Doesn't matter if you get it on the tape, just push off as much as you can, but it will pull off. And of course, as I'm making this, sand does go out to sea as well, so you'll see what I'm doing as we go along. I've been absolutely lost without my iPad. I'm so glad I've got it back today. I had a new screen put on it, and the new screen actually wasn't touching properly, and so it would only work on half of the screen, which was really a pain. Okay, the next one is this iridescent jade, is it? Iridescent, yeah, iridescent jade. So I'm going to pour some along here. Oopsie, what did I knock down, dear? I'm going to make a little bit more of that because it's not quite enough. I'll just get some more out. Pour a little bit more of the resin in. For the newbies here, when you add in mica powders, you mustn't put more than 10% in. That's it. Otherwise, your epoxy resin will not set. And you'll wonder why it's so soft all the time and it's not doing anything. It's because you've got too much of the mica powders or the paste in there and it won't set. It's a beautiful colour there. Make sure you mix it well so that you get any little particle of mica powder completely mixed in. You don't want bits of dust floating to the top. Look at the colour in that now. I'll just pour a little bit more here. Okay. What we do with the sea is I'm just going to sort of mix that in a little bit here. It will mix more when I get the heat gun out. Right, now I've got my shells. sort of going to make like a rock area here. I don't put them in the handles because it's too hard to hold. And just dot, not evenly, just in an uneven fashion as you would find stones and shells on the beach. It's lovely with that bit of glitter in there. It makes it look beautiful. Now this resin that I'm using, as I said, is food safe, but resin, all resin is not knife safe. Most resin isn't knife safe, so you wouldn't put it underneath where you're going to be cutting through, you know, like roast beef or something. You don't want to, because you don't want to cut through resin, because that's when it can be dangerous if you're then eating pieces of resin. So yes, but I like to just, so it doesn't matter if food goes on either end here, it will not contaminate at all your food. Right, so far so good. I might just turn us off for a moment and be back. Okay, we'll now do the waves with the white, angel white. So what we're going to do is actually start off the board and then come onto it. So what I like to do, I'll just push this off of the tape a little bit there, because it does move down anyway on its own. I've learnt to put double tape in because I've had some where it's worked its way along. Right, so here we go. So we're going to start off, we want it, you know, that's the consistency. So we're going to start off, and I always like to put along the edge. So I'm hoping these will roll into these shells, and then we're going to, oh, I can't get it in a stream, here we are. Some more because they will be crashing into the rocks there, and I'll put a little row down here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my heat gun and warm it up and blow it around. Excuse the noise. I'm going to use my blowtorch and get rid of any air bubbles and also heat, because the way to create like the foam look, this also moves it around, is with heat. Probably set my alarm off in a minute. I usually manage to. Okay. Well, that's looking very nice. So that needs a bit more. What did I do with my white? Oh, here. There's another like wave area there, I think, and maybe a little bit there. Once again, just to blow it. And get the blowtorch out. Okay, I'll have a look and see how that, oh, that's looking good. All the foamy look is coming up. It really needed to be thicker than that. The angel white would have been better if I'd let it sit for a bit longer. I might add some more waves still to that result there. What I'm going to do is actually bring up some of the dripping resin here and just rub along the sides of the wooden serving board here. It won't stay on, but it will just give it a gloss, because obviously it's going to run down. It's not like a mould where you can just fill it up. So I'm just rubbing some around the sides, just to give it that gloss. Make sure it's down the bottom too here. A little bit more colour here can add on. Happy with that now. Where's my cloth? Okay, I'm going to just do a little bit of clear where this blue is that I've just put across. I'll give it like a three-dimensional look through the sea. And then I'm going to also add a tiny little bit of the angel white again, because I want definite waves up here. What I might do here, instead of blowing it, I might get a straw and blow with a straw. But first of all, I'll heat it up with a blowtorch. is where you don't get your hair in. Okay, still more white. I still want more white. Okay, I'll bring you down and let you see how this is going. So these are my shells, moonstones with some glitter in. There's the sand. You can see that the waves are getting there, the bubbles in them, the foam. It will continue to process up to the deep sea at the top. And then at the other end, we have the same sort of thing happening. Lots of lacing and bubbles coming through. We'll let that process and I'll come back soon. I just added another little bit of colour here. I added a bit of peacock. Sorry about the reflection of the light in there as well. With a bit more white to create some more foam and cells and movement. And a little bit up here too, but I chose not to put the white there. I'm going to now add along is a line, a bead of clear along in front of that sea edge. Just going to give it a gentle blow where I've applied the clear. Sort of entered it in amongst the rocks and the shells. Along on this side. Yes. Just wanted it blowing through the shells a bit more. Turn that off. There we are. Now I think that's it finished. Oops. For the time being, and hopefully that turns out absolutely divine as it's curing. I'll bring you back. Good evening everybody, Evie here. I just thought I'd give you a little update on the beautiful serving tray, chopping board that I've been making. This morning while the resin was still soft and half cured, I removed these tapes here just by pulling them. Yes, there's marks here, but this would sand very easily. So I just thought I'd show you what to do on the back here to remove the rest. Oh, here it is. So we're just going to, well, that's already been removed. But if I just warm up the little dots of resin, preferably without setting fire to the place, it should just peel off. There we are. Look at that. Perfect. I'll do the same here, this end. Sorry, the table's a little bit grubby. I haven't had chance to clean it up yet. I've been very busy today. Just warm up around here. And I'll do this one as well. So once I've done this, all I shall be doing next is just sanding. Oh, that wasn't quite warm enough, was it? Sanding the board. And then once I finish sanding it, I'll apply some food safe oil. I've got a nice one here. It's an orange, Australian orange oil, especially for food boards. Oh, that worked out well. That came off nicely. Warm this last little bit up. There we are. There it goes. So as I say, what I'll do, I'll come through here and I'll just sand that down and put the oil on, and I'll come back once I've done that. I'll just bring you down now to show you a close-up. This turned out really beautifully. The sand and the waves, the shells. Right up to the handle. I would have liked more dark up that end, but I think as I was blowing it, I probably had too much on and it blew it off. More dark on, which is lovely. I really like it. Look at that, look at the foam effect and the waves here. I think it's turned out quite beautiful. Yes, so I'll get to some sanding and clean up my table. I'd just like to show you how this finished. It's been sanded down now. Look at the beautiful stones and rocks and shells. Really thrilled to bits with it. Beautiful edge. Smells divine. I've got a special food safe oil on it, which is orange. And here's the other corner as well. Looking beautiful. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I'd like to share with you some others that I've made. The foam turned out beautiful on this one, look at that. And I added flitters in there, which I love, and some little pink shells as well. And once again, my trademark, the little matching, whether it's straight or whether it's on an angle. Okay, we've got a lovely pink one here with lots of crystals and gems inside and glitters. And once again, the edge. Beautiful. Iridescent beads. Another one, another seascape with some glitter in the sand here, as you can see. That's the top. And the bottom. the colours in this one. Horizon blue, jade green, lapis lazuli, I can see in there, and some shells, and its little matching corner of deep sea. And this one's a bit different. This one's a different shape. Trying to remove this, it's where we had the tape, it's sort of, it's okay up this end, as you can see. I love what I've done here with flitters and glitter, and I think it's looking pretty beautiful. But I want to put another coat on around the handles, and I definitely want to try and remove that line there. You can see I've used flitter and glitter and sand. Sorry about the reflection. I think that's really stunning, this one. I'm very happy with the colours and how the foaming was happening. And again, my trademark on the bottom. This one's a bit different. Nothing to do with sea at all, just lots of glitter and lots of iridescent little stones, and all in pink. So I just wanted to do something pink for a certain lady that I know loves pink. And again, coming down to some cluster beads and glamour at the bottom. Very feminine. I went for some purples and a reverse shape here, just for something different. And the same following through on the bottom, a little piece on either corner. Beautiful colours. I've used some snowflake and some iridescent aqua flitters in this one, and iridescent beads. Something just a bit different. I rather like the shape. This one I taped it up differently just to expose the complete centre and framed it just for something different all the way around. This one, another little seascape one. And the foaming and the waves turned out quite beautiful. And because I had that one horizontal, I've got a horizontal bottom. This one is just stunning with these beautiful flitters. Look at this. Look at the reflection and the colours in that. Absolutely gorgeous on a diagonal angle. And this one is just, I didn't tape here, I just did a free form. Once again in pinks and some precious gemstones. Lots of diamond clusters and crystals. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. I rather like the natural free form edge, so I may start doing some more of those. I think it looks really pretty. Oh, it's the only one I didn't put a bottom on. I hope you enjoyed my show and tell. As I say, I've been very busy, but haven't been able to upload any videos. So here's a few for you to look at. I thought I'd remove the little bowl I made to go with the beautiful serving board here. So I'll just take it out the mould. And there's the little bowl to go with it. Looks beautiful. I'll just bring you down to show you that. Just thought I'd show you it out in the sunlight. It's really very beautiful. There's with a little bowl to go with it for a dip or something. It's quite huge. I'll come out, zoom out now, and enjoyed this tutorial, please like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps keep me on here on YouTube. I hope you've enjoyed seeing all the extras in the beautiful serving wood platters that I've made. The smaller ones are perfect for bits of cake or fruit, and they were made of bamboo. These ones aren't, these are wood. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a super day.